morning, I am the Dollar Sportsman. Thank you for joining today. I've got something fun today. In one of the other videos we talked about how we were going to introduce a new single action firearm, and I'm here with that today. So this is the Ruger Blackhawk in .357 and 9mm. I got this because I was supposed to go bear hunting and show off that DRT ammo that we did in another video, but the hunt got closed before it could even go. They reached their limit on the Wednesday before the weekend that I was supposed to go. Oh well. So instead, let's take a look at this. Ruger Blackhawk single action 6.5-inch barrel. The 6.5-inch barrel is meant for extended accuracy at range for hunting purposes. Obviously, single action means you've got to pull the hammer back every single time you shoot. And you'll notice that it's one at a time that you load it, rather than, speed loading, double action, or something to that effect. Now, I got this because a double action is great for shooting for the fun of it, but when it comes to hunting, most of the time, to go for that accuracy, you're not going to want to pull a double action trigger because it's rather heavy. You're going to want to cock that hammer back first and then pull the trigger. So today, we're just going to have some fun with this and get used to it, because this is the first time that I've ever shot a Ruger Blackhawk. I'm going to see how bad I am. So let's get into it. Something else I forgot to mention is the fact that this is also 9mm, not because you can shoot 9 out of the .357 cylinder, but because it comes with a separate 9mm cylinder. Loads like an old cowboy single action, and I love it. The feeling is so classic. And one more thing about the Ruger Blackhawk. A lot of revolvers you had to carry with one cylinder empty, and that's because the hammer actually had the firing pin on the back of it. See? Notice I am not anywhere close to the trigger, so I'm not going to, fire unexpectedly. But the hammer itself on a lot of those revolvers had the firing pin right on the back here. Well, Ruger came out with this safety design that they have this transfer bar. So that bar prevents any sort of firing unless you are actually in control of this. So I'm going to let go of the trigger, and you see the transfer bar comes up. And when that happens, it allows the hammer to come forward, and that transfer bar stays up, and it creates the fill-in for the gap on the hammer. And that allows the pin to actually fire. So if I release the trigger, that transfer bar goes back down. So even when the hammer comes forward, it doesn't hit the pin. And that is an incredible safety mechanism that Ruger included in this. Let's see, if I remember right, that came around in the 70s, but I could be wrong on the date. Before that, these Blackhawks were considered 3-screw because there were 3 screws that held it together. And then they went to this transfer bar and pins system. So I really like that. You can carry all 6 filled in the cylinder and not have to worry with safety concerns if you drop it or something. Let's see. All right, .357 mag in a Ruger Blackhawk, 6.5-inch barrel. Just gonna start shooting at that can and see how it goes. Dead on. That felt really good. Now, when it comes to old single action cowboy revolvers, I feel like they were meant to be shot with one hand, because that's how it went back in the olden days. So let's try that next. Man, that is accurate. Holy fun, Batman.
4 out of 6 or whatever.
That's interesting. That was those first 2 shots. Let's do some more with this. The 357 Magnum and the 38 Special are the same tolerances on the round. So this will actually shoot a 38 Special caliber as well. So what I've done is I've put 3 357 mags and 3 38 Specials in the cylinder, and so I'm going to shoot them 357, 38, 357, 38, and see what the difference is in the recoil and how it feels. I'm just aiming at the can. So, starting with a 357. Never mind, that was the 38 Special. There was no recoil whatsoever. Did you see that? All right, 357. Huge difference. Okay, 38. 357. 38. I missed. 357. The difference is huge. Yeah, it was fun. A lot of people want to shoot a Magnum caliber. They get their grip as hard as they can because they think it's going to, have a lot of recoil. And it does have a lot of recoil, but an easy trick to improve your accuracy and your nerves when you're firing a Magnum caliber is allow the gun to rock back in your hand. Cowboy action firearms were designed with this beautiful curve, and when you hold it, you can allow some rocking, and it's very smooth. So when you shoot, let it rock back in your hand a little bit, and you'll improve your accuracy and you won't be as stressed about the recoil. Now, the 357 mag does not have nearly the recoil of a 44 Magnum, for example, but the same principle applies. So give that a shot when you're shooting your Magnum calibers and see if your accuracy improves. We're going to shoot metal disc brake with the 357.
Don't shoot the camera, man.
Yeah, I'll try not to shoot the camera. So let's move in close. About here's good. Let's go check it out. Holy cow. Look at this thing, man. So I think the first shot went right through the center, and then the second shot broke a piece right off of here, and then the third shot just took this entire chunk right out of the disc brake. Then up here, you can see that it impacted, but it didn't break through, but there's a huge crack right in the brake right here. That's impressive. That's the power of a 357 mag. Sweet. I'm the Dollar Sportsman. Stay tuned. Nicely done.
I don't think I hit it once, man.